Hello, I just wanted to do a flip through or walk through of my new planner. I am currently using a Discbound system, or like the Arc or the Tool. Even the Man Be Happy planner, they use these little discs to hold your paper together. So the outside of my planner here is actually a Levenger Softfolio 2.0. This is the ash color and the half letter size or junior size. So it will hold half letter and even A5 size paper. Now the Softfolio 2.0 by Levenger has the magnetic closure here. They had a Softfolio a couple years back that was an open cover where it had no closure at all. On the inside here we have 4 pockets that are top loading. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the zip compartment here. This right here is really purely decorational for me. I don't use these. I do have a few of my own stickers inside the zip pocket. I don't use these because I don't want to bulk it up too much, so that when I'm writing it doesn't add any lumpiness or anything like that to my actual pages when it's flipped open. So again, this is the the Levenger cover, and I also have the Levenger aluminum discs, and these are gold. I'm going to try to center here a little bit for the actual insides of the planner. And real quick, when I flip over or open up the planner all the way to the back, you have this compartment here that you slide in the back cover. And you also have this top loading pocket here that you could put a notepad, you can put extra paper, you know, stickers if you wanted to, and all of that fun stuff in there. It does have one pen loop that's elasticated. I will sometimes stick a pen, sorry about that, I will sometimes stick a pen over here on the side here, and it stays there just fine. So to get into the actual stuff inside my planner, real quick, this flower up here is from Recollections Michael's brand. I just hot glued it to a paper clip. This card is from the Target greeting card section, not the dollar spot section, and I cut it to fit. Then I have 2 ollie clips, which it's out of focus. 2 ollie clips here, and then this hello paper or hello bookmark from a lovely woman named Char on Instagram. I purchased or ordered 2 folders from, or pockets from her, and I'll show you those in a moment. I like a few things about the cover real quick. It is super floppy. There is no structure inside here at all. Super bendable. It also has a leather pull tab. I really like that. It just adds, I think, a little extra to the planner, and this is real leather. Alright, so it's for the inside of my planner itself. And I apologize for that glare there. It's very gloomy outside today, and I'm trying to use natural lighting as I don't have the greatest lighting right now either. Inside my house, it's quiet time. So first I have this acetate with this little planner doll or little doll. This was given to me by RNJetta on Instagram. We did a swap. She gave me one of her famous dolls, and I gave her some things in return. So behind that I have I guess a dashboard here. It's just a pretty piece of paper, laminated and cut to size. The design from here, or on this paper, is from Bloomsicle on Etsy. I purchased a paper pack from her, so all of my dividers are from the same paper pack. And I did print some of them double-sided. However, this one I tried to make a pocket, and I cut my laminate too close, so my pocket is open on the outside. I might fix it or redo it, but right now it's not a major concern. I have some day timer list pads stuck here, and actually I need to add a few more as I only have one left. So this part here right behind this dashboard is just some lined paper from Yellow Paper House, and it just is for notes and things like that. In my first section I have 4 main sections, so 4 dividers, and then a few like page markers, and I'll go through them. My first section is my calendar section, And I have some sticky notes down here in case I need to add a note to my calendar or something like that. Right now I just have a recipe I want to look up, and I've put it here so I could stick it in a different spot later. Right here is our daily schedule, what I'm trying to get us into a routine. My family, I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 kids, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So my life isn't busy so much as appointments and running around, but as such as keeping routines and a schedule so that my kids kind of know what's coming next and all of that. So anywho, I found a similar schedule like this on Pinterest, so I took the idea and ran with it, color coding the sections of the day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and then going through with the times. Again, this is not 100% set in stone. It's just kind of how I want my day to go and kind of getting us on this routine. Behind that, I have my So Much Crafting year on a page. You can get her half letter inserts unpunched, and they work great for these Discbound systems. I use this just to look at when certain days fall on, so I don't mark this up. This isn't to put dots or to highlight or anything like that. It's for, okay, well, we have a birthday coming up. What day does it fall? If we're doing a party, what weekend are we doing it on? And things like that. This is really just a glance and see what days a date might fall on. So when we're making plans, we know. Behind that, I have her yearly fold out for feminine things. Then I have this pocket from Char on Instagram. And I have yet to really decide what I'm going to put in it, but I figured I could put a few stickers that I might use for my monthly in here. But I know I want it in my calendar section. It's very pretty. Next are my actual calendar inserts. These are from, I'm going to screw this up, but these are from Paperdoll shop on Etsy. You can get Monday start. You can get where it's the month and then the weeks and then the month and then the weeks, or you can get your months all together, your weeks all together. Her fonts are really great. She used 28-pound paper, great quality. It got here within a week of me ordering. So, and she always tells you what you're getting with your inserts, monthly and weekly set. So it's the month and then the weeks following, and then the months of June through May. And I didn't want the times. If you look at her Etsy shop, on the pictures, there's times on the inserts, and I didn't need that. She includes the calendar like overview with holiday pages, so 2017, 2018, and 2019. Awesome little bonus there. Then we go into my monthly sections. I use these, I'll show you a blank one. These are Cloth Paper Co. Tabbed dividers for months. I think she even has some sectional ones, like 6 tab dividers you can get. They're not laminated, but they're this heavy duty textured cardstock, and I just like the gold foiling. Got here super quick. Alright, hold on, Charles. Sorry about that. Quiet time sometimes is not so quiet. So June, I just printed out some vellum from that same paper set, and I attached that vellum just so it's a little bit prettier for me. That's my pretty planning. And then here is my June calendar. I don't over decorate. I'll use washi. I may not use washi. We have VBS coming up, and then I just mark our paydays, and then any special days that month that are coming up. Again, I don't have like a crazy busy life, so this works for me, but I don't like too much decoration either. I'm going to show you a blank insert, excuse me, of Paperdoll Shop's week on 2 pages vertical. So you have these to-do list spots up here where you can kind of bullet journal as she gives these squares. A habit tracker, a shopping list spot, and then your days. And then she has this on Monday through Friday, these sectioned out for, I guess, your top 3 you could put here, and then go further on. What I will be doing is I use one of these boxes as more of like a this week box. It's not necessarily a to-do list, but it's stuff that's coming up this week. So let me just show you my week. I made these page markers with some vellum and just laminated them. So like this for this week, On Sunday, my son got a little tracker to keep track of when he prays this week, and the Sunday school teacher asked that we turn it in next Sunday so that she can see or give a prize or something like that. So I just wanted to keep that in mind when we're doing our evening things, to make sure he is saying his prayer too, just to keep track of that. And then my to-do list is on the left column. I'm sorry, on my actual spots, I don't necessarily use these for top threes, but more of like the highlight of the day, what I need to focus on, or maybe if I'm watching some kids that day, or if we are running around that day, stuff like that. And then I keep this little Heidi Swap card that I cut down, and this is like my bullet journal. So the dot just means it's a task. If I have a big circle colored in as a completed task, an X I didn't get to, sometimes I'll draw a line across the whole thing. An asterisk just means an appointment or an errand, and then the exclamation point is a note that I have on that day. I don't always use my trackers too well. I'm trying to get better at that, but I do like the weekly tracker versus monthly. So that's just what my planning looks like. I don't always use stickers. I was using also my own inserts at the same time. This is a design I created. I'll show a blank one. Let me show July, because June I kind of messed up on the top. So these are inserts I created with inspiration from a fellow Franklin Covey user in the Franklin Covey group, and it just has the days at the top, a little habits tracker at the bottom, to-do list here, and then a notes section. So I'm still flip-flopping with which inserts to use. I do really enjoy these G Paperdoll shop ones, but I also like the layout of mine too, so really torn there. And so I have the rest of the year in here with these dividers, and I just put May there because I had my May calendar in here, and I took my pages out but left the divider in there. My next section is my kids section, or my family section. So in here I have just things really pertaining to my children. I have a few websites of blogs that have some great printables for letter practicing and things like that. I have a schedule, or like a mock schedule. I'm trying to start lessons with my older two, my 3-year-old and 2-year-old, which really they're 3 and a half and 2 and a half, I guess. But either way, I'm trying to see if we're going to do homeschooling, so I'm trying to set up like a little mock schedule for implementing lessons throughout the day. And so I was just playing around with like core, so stuff I want to do Monday through Friday with them every day, and then like rotating things, and then of course our Bible verses. And again, this isn't like, you know, 8 hours sitting at our table. This is 10 to 15 minutes right now. So yeah. Next, I have a great printable I found from The Purposeful Mom. Again, another blog I like to follow. And this is the Book of Proverbs. It's like a summer reading plan, but basically it's reading the Book of Proverbs in 42 days. And I thought that was great to have, and a great reading plan to do with them for some Bible reading time. Behind that, I just have some of these doctor visit pages from Peanuts Planner Co. This was before she closed the shop down and redid a lot of her inserts, so I'm not sure if these exact ones are available again. Then I have some line paper just to make notes or anything like that. Next is my own personal health section. It seems like I'm always trying to lose weight. Had 3 babies in about 4 years, so anywho, in this section I have some personal information. I have another one of those pockets from Char on Instagram, and I'm actually using that one. I have a workout or a weightlifting schedule from Strong Lifts, so trying to get some weights in with the cardio. My first marker in this section is to go to my weekly health insert that I created. I'm going to just take that out. So this is what it looks like. It's a week on 2 pages basically. Has a spot for weight, exercise, and then these categories over here: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, total. That's to put my actual calorie number, not what I ate. The boxes are too small. I have measurements, my tracker, Like, these are personal tracking things, not what I would put in my week on 2 pages calendar. That is more pertaining to my family and house and daily routine stuff. This is more personal, like, did I work out that day? Did I wear my Fitbit? Did I lift weights? You know how many cups of coffee. I'll even write in the boxes. I don't want to show you any previous ones because of my weight and all that fun stuff is on there. But so I created these myself. And then behind that is another spot where I use the Tool brand gridded sheets. And I find that if I see my calories and count them, that's the best weight loss for me. So I use these to write out what I ate and the measurement and things like that. My planner sits right on my counter, and I'll put a scale and I'll weigh my food, and I write that all here to keep a track. And I'll even use like a hydrate sticker or something that I created. Behind that is my last divider is this right here, and this is my bill section. So I use the So Much Crafting year and 2 pages for just seeing what days our bills are. I have thought about marking them, but I haven't yet. And then we'll get into my insert. Pretty clean, basic insert I created myself. So I just have a spot for all my bill information. Then I have a line, excuse me, I hit the tripod. I have a line note page here, and I use this side for, we get paid twice a month, so I write down the date of each paycheck, and then I put in list form what bills we're going to pay with that paycheck. That day when I look back at my monthly for when we get paid, I know to go into my bill list and just pay all those bills on the payday. And that's how we do our bill pay in our house. Behind that, I just have this little extra piece of laminate I had, and I stuck it back there. You don't really need a hard piece of paper or anything to keep your paper from folding under with discs. I find they sit pretty well flat. That's one great thing about the Discbound planner system. I believe I mentioned everything that is in this planner. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. And also, I'll do my best to link all the shops in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching.